on in. Okay, so welcome to Dr. Spiegel's office where the magic happens. This is where you wait, the waiting room. Duh. This is our fabulous receptionist.
Hi.
So to the left here we have one of the exam rooms. Oh, and we have a fabulous beauty in here.
Hi. So this is where a lot of the magic happens. A lot of the injectables. So we do a lot of Botox and fillers in this room. We also do teeth whitening, which you may or may not have known.
Yeah, no, I think I'm actually getting that a little bit later. I have to come back in the exam room, sit in the big chair.
And just where Dr. Spiegel meets with all of our patients. So
Come this way, I want to show you my favorite part of the office. These 3D lips. Oh, and the doctor's on a call. These are the lips I eventually want. Okay, so without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Spiegel.
Where do you go from
Okay,
here?
so we are back in the consultation room where I started this entire journey, and we are with Dr. Spiegel. And yeah, we're basically just going to talk about what I had done and go over every area, I guess, because you're the one that did it.
Okay. So why don't we start with you kind of describing what you were interested in when you came in to see me?
Right. So when I came in to see you, I had kind of like a ridge on my brow that I didn't really like, and that was my main thing. Of all the things that I had done, that's definitely the one that I wanted fixed for sure. My hairline was a little bit further back than I wanted, so I wanted that done as well. And I was unsure about my nose, if you remember. I was like, I don't know if I want it done, but I think that I should because I want it to like flow and go with everything. So that was done as well. And my chin, I just had a little bit like of a square, so I wanted it more like round and soft and like flowing with my jaw.
Okay, well that's what I remember as well.
Good.
So these are all areas that we take care of all the time.
Right.
For your chin, why don't we work our way up? Chin shaping surgery has become extremely popular. As you probably know, it's one of the most popular surgeries in Korea and Asia now.
And implants too, right?
Chin implants,
Yeah.
absolutely, very popular. So
Yeah.
for some people who have a very square chin, doing a chin implant is a nice, quick way to fix this. You can simply put in something that takes sort of the top of this square mountain and tapers it to a really nice shape.
Like you just put it on the middle.
Exactly, right in the middle. It's done through the inside of your mouth. There's no visible scarring. Doesn't take a lot of time. We actually do those in the office right here.
Oh, really?
Under local anesthesia, which is
Oh.
pretty good. And those are.
Well.
How'd I know?
Yeah.
So, but for other people where it's a situation of too much bone, or if you have a cleft, for example, we
Like
got
I had,
different
right?
things, right? You got a cleft. So in that situation, we again go through the inside of your mouth, and it's a small incision, and we taper the bone, and then we taper the soft tissue, and we close the mucosa. It's a multi-layer thing, which really allows us to get a smooth shape all around. Now, as you probably remember, it's a super effective procedure, but it is slow healing. That one takes at least a month.
It is, yeah.
I
And I
feel
remember
good about
before I even had it done, he was like, you're gonna hate it some days and you're gonna love it some days, and I totally agree with that, because I would wake up some days it would be more swollen, and then I'd wake up and be like, oh, I really like it today. Like, it's one of the ones that takes longer.
Right. It just takes time. And people tell us that over the course of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months, they've seen measurable differences.
Yeah.
After a year, they really love it. So you're going to keep getting better and better still.
Yeah,
too.
I agree. I mean, it's only been 5 months, and I see it changing like pretty much every week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your nose is similar. Like we were able to make just sort of delicate changes to your nose using almost minimally invasive surgery. As you remember, there were no visible stitches, no cuts on the outside of your nose, anything like that. We kind of snuck through the inside and were able to make subtle differences that, really make everything flow smoothly.
It really did, and my nose was like a breeze. People always ask me, because my friends or whatever, people asking to get their nose done, and they're like, how was it? I'm like, mine was fine. Dr. Spiegel handled me good. But I don't know how yours is going to be wherever you go, girl.
And then the biggest impact a lot of the time is the forehead, like you were saying.
I agree, that was the biggest.
It's rude to point, but if I can, because you just look so good. Like these distances between your hair and your eyebrows and the shape of your eyebrows, they're just perfect. And you can see this curve from your forehead down into your nose is, it's just beautiful and perfect. It couldn't be better. Your forehead is smooth, there's no indentations, the arch shape is right, the eye shape is right, the hairline looks great.
And I love my hairline now because I'm noticing that little baby hairs are poking through the scar, so it's literally going to be invisible.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I love it. Like, and they're thick too. Like it's like a full another layer of hair coming out.
That's exactly right. We do a special technique which allows your own natural hair to grow back through and in front of where we have to make an incision, so that eventually you don't have as visible a line, and it can really fade away to be hardly noticeable.
Yeah, I love it. It's this past month, or past 2 months rather, have been like major for this, because it is a big incision. It was my biggest one for sure, like overboard biggest. But yeah, it took a long time to heal, but now I'm like loving it. It's like one of those ones where it's just like, oh, this was worth it.
Okay, so
it really is.
Yeah.
So Gigi, you've been through this procedure now, so what do you give as advice for people who are considering this or thinking, is this right for me?
If like personally, I can say that I think that if you are considering plastic surgery or anything, you need to be ready inside first. So forget, you know, all of the procedures, all of the how you're gonna look, whatever. It doesn't change how you are inside. So I just say the main piece of advice that I would give is just, you know, be ready for it. And it is gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be so amazing at the end. And if you are considering it, you probably should do it. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's something that you think about every single day, just, you have to be ready, and it's a big deal. It's not like changing your lipstick or anything. It's like a big, big, big deal. There's like, you know, tools and blood work and all that, so just get ready, that's what I'm saying. But I think that you should just be ready inside and be sure.
Okay, and having been through it, do you think you did it at exactly the right time? Do you wish you did it sooner?
I'm like really like OCD with that stuff, so I feel like I do wish I did everything sooner, like I need everything now, but I think that the timing really did work out. It was, you know, it was 5 months ago, so, and I was with my family was able to be there, so it was just, the timing worked out for me.
Excellent. Any technical tips you give to people who have surgery? You know, bring a book.
Oh, bring a
Favorite
book
TV show?
minimum. Yeah, get a Netflix account. I don't know, get some work ready to do. It was tons of downtime for me. I had like a month of recovery, so.
I don't know if you need a Netflix account because there's lots of good stuff on YouTube.
Oh, you said it. You
So,
said it.
Gigi,
You heard it here
another thing
first.
that people might want to know is, how do you feel? Do you feel different now? You know, what sort of changes have occurred in your life after having gone through this?
Yeah, well, it was a big milestone in my life, so it's a date I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. And I think that before, I was just living a life of kind of like insecurity. Like I just would always feel like I had to hide some things about myself. Just like when you don't like how you look, it's like, it's hard, you know what I mean? So I think that my afterlife, it sounds like I died or something. My afterlife, right, in the afterlife in heaven, I feel like I just live more carefree. I'm not as insecure. That's like basically what it comes down to. Like I just feel like I can, you know, throw my hair back. I can just live my life and not really be worried about how I look or anything like that. It's just like a weight has been
Increased
lifted.
confidence.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, one thing that we always think about here at Advanced Facial Aesthetics is that after surgery, you're going to look like who you are, and before you might not. What do you think about that?
I 100% agree. Is that like the quote you guys go by?
It's just something I always keep in the back of my head, and I think when we see people, we help them to look like the person they really are.
Yeah.
And if they look older, when they feel young, we're going to help you look like who you are.
Yeah, I feel
100%
like
agree
I
with that.
didn't look the way that I wanted to, and it was like I was wearing this like backpack of bricks around me. Like I just always had this, you know, like weight on my back, and you guys totally took that away from me.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you.